Hey guys, what's going on? It's Megadan29, and I know once again I'm using this camera. That's very much lower quality, but I don't have a choice right now. So, what I wanted to do though is I kind of wanted to piggyback on what back in the day gamers said, and I thought it was very wise of him. You know, as much as Tony comes off as just such a knucklehead and such a goofball, you know, he is not a dumb guy. He is a very, very intelligent, I feel like, in the sense of as a person. Just as a person, how he thinks, how he carries himself. It's pretty amazing sometimes. There's other things I could go into, but that would make this video extremely long. But there was a time when I met him and a thing he said to all of us, and I thought it was very interesting. But this time he said something in his video, and he was talking about how the places had just opened back up, and he felt like it was a good idea to go to the mom and pop stores and basically donate or spend money, basically, to help them out, because obviously they've been going through a pretty tough time in these times. They definitely took a hit from COVID, that's for sure. So I thought that was a really smart and good idea. I was like, you know, that's really nice of Tony. That's really smart. Like, I didn't even think about that. So I went, you know what, dude? Let me see if my mom and pop store, the one I have, is called the Game Corner. And let me see if it's open. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'll find some stuff in there to buy. And I'll try to spend a little bit of money. So I went in there. And yes, they had some stuff. And yes, they were open. So he was actually very glad to see me too. And it was kind of sad because the owner, he was packing up all this stuff. And I said, what are you doing, man? And I said, can I look at some of that stuff? And he's like, yeah, all the expensive stuff I got in here because I'm taking it home tonight. And I said, why is that? And he said, well, because they're afraid that riots are coming by here tonight. That's the rumor, is that they started over there and they're coming here tonight. So I'm getting my stuff out of here because I might come into my place being ransacked tomorrow. And I said, wow, that is really awful. So I couldn't believe that. It's crazy times we're living in right now. But I wanted to show you guys what I did pick up from there. And I just kind of wanted to piggyback on Tony and say that I encourage you guys to kind of try to go there and spend 10, 20 bucks, anything you can do, because they probably took a hit, man. And if you enjoy your mom and pop stores like I do, and you don't just want to be on eBay, and you actually want to go somewhere and be able to find retro games, you might want to think about doing the same thing. It definitely doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm not saying go in there and spend $500. I'm saying just go in there and spend something. It's just like donating to anything else, right? But you get something out of it. So I wanted to show you guys what I picked up. I spent about 50 bucks. I think that's what it came out to, like $52 or something like that. So like I said, nothing crazy. But I picked up some stuff. So because of you guys, I'm trying to find this Master Ken Griffey Jr. game you guys are talking about. You're saying on the Super Nintendo or on the N64, there's one of them that I'm not seeing that is apparently really good. So I've tested everything out, and I'm still not impressed, but I'll further explain here. This one is a lot like the other N64 one that we got, and this is not very good. Slugfest kind of sucks. And it had my hopes up because it was called Slugfest, so I didn't know if it was like MLB Slugfest, but it's not made by Midway, so that explains that. But I was hoping to be really good. It's a lot like that other one we played, so it's not that it's like a bad game. It's just not good for streaming. Games will take forever. It's very slow. You know, not fast like we were liking with the other baseball game. But I got this one, Ken Griffey Jr. on Super Nintendo Winning Run. And I think this is the one you guys were talking about. So I played this, and yes, this is the best out of what I got, the two N64 ones and this other Super Nintendo one. But this is definitely not as good as the one we were playing. I mean, not at all, dude. Not even close. Still kind of slow. A little bit better, but just not exciting. There's like no music when you're playing and stuff like that. I was a little bummed out at just it not being very good. So I know you guys were talking about this, but personally, I think it gets like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. It's not very good, man. And it had really weird music at the main menu too. It's just really weird music. Definitely not as good. And I also picked up this game because I had seen screenshots of it and a little bit of gameplay. And this game is called Iron Tank. Iron Tank on the NES. I wanted to play this because it looks kind of like Jackal, but you're a tank. So I'm hoping that that's what it's like, and I'm hoping it's really cool because I love games like that. And then I went and I picked up some PS2 games. He did buy two, get one. So I picked up Shell Shock Nom 67. I've played this game before, and it was kind of a fun game, so I thought, hell, I'll play through it. And do maybe even an offline playthrough or something. We'll see. And then I used to play this game on the PC, but it's called Viet Cong. And I used to have this on the PC, and me and my buddy Andrew stayed up all night once and played this. So I thought it'd be fun to try it on the PS2. And then I got NHL Hits because I don't believe I own any of them. And I knew that I loved MLB Slugfest so much that NHL Hits was kind of a must. So I got NHL Hits 2003. And maybe we'll do a season on this or something, because NHL Hits is really awesome. So I just got to get back in the groove of playing it and stuff like that. But last I played it, it was a really, really, really awesome game. I know Gaming Off the Grid likes it a lot. And then, last but not least, I got a better copy of a CIB copy of a very special game to me, and that is WWF Attitude. And it's because this game is very iconic to me. It's a memory that I had with my mom, and she's still alive and everything, but there was one day that she bought this for me, and I'll do a video on this and talk about it. And it's just a very special moment that I'll never forget. And I definitely wanted to have a good looking case and everything for it, because right now I have a disc only, and I wanted to have this really cool case because I remember the day that I got this, and I remember being in the car and just looking at it. So I definitely wanted to be able to recreate that. And I guess T-Belly, he bought this, and he showed us a picture of it, and it kind of made me go, man, I need to get a CIB copy. And they happened to have it, so I went ahead and scooped it up. So that is what I got, and it's nothing super special, but the point of this video was to get the message across, kind of like Tony said. And man, don't be afraid to go to your mom and pop store and drop like, $30 or something like that. Just kind of help out and get some games moving, and maybe even trade them in some good stuff that they can sell to some other people. Do something. Get them active, because those guys have been shut down now for pretty much more than a month, and it hurt them. And man, if you're a retro gamer, I would like to believe that you don't want your mom and pop stores to go anywhere. So I highly encourage you to do that. But that's what I did, and I'm actually going to go back tomorrow as well, I think. And I'm going to look at some other stuff that he had, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully he doesn't get raided, and I can go in there like normal. So pretty crazy times. But guys, make sure you be a good person, especially in these times. And keep everybody in your prayers. It's tough right now, and we'll all get through this together. All right. But I just wanted to share that with you. Take it easy.